Joe, during the game, Kent State, the TV guys said that you had said something before the game that you'd like to get Pryor more involved or get him more touches. Were they?
Nothing more than just when the opportunities show up for him. Like it's kind of funny. You're rotating through and you don't always know, but he brings such a spark at times. I'm excited to kind of see that again. You know what I mean? And sometimes just the ball coming your way. So I think he just keeps grinding and he'll show up big.
When the offense is averaging over 40 a game and the defense has 3 shutouts at this stage, do you get a sense of how rare that is to have both sides playing that well together at the same time based on your experience in coaching?
Probably not, but it feels good in the moment. You know what I mean? It feels good. You feel like you got a lot of confidence on both sides. You feel like, if something didn't work out great, you're going to get the ball back and get another shot at it. And hopefully defense feels like, okay, if something happens, we can get the ball and have a chance to go down and answer or score with a score. And I think that's what playing off each other is. So I think that's a good feeling to have. But consciously paying attention to it, not as much.
Joe, it's been 3 years since you guys have met these guys. A lot of new faces on both sides. When you popped in the tape of Michigan State's front seven, who were the guys who jumped out that you realized we gotta be aware of these guys on Saturday?
Oh, I think I think they do a tremendous job. I think it starts up front. It goes through the Mike linebacker. He does a great job of communicating, getting everybody set, and then he proceeds to play his tail off. And then their defensive line is outstanding. They do a tremendous job from the ends to the tackles. They are wired in, so they're an impressive front.
Joe, some coordinators prefer to be up in the booth during games, some on the field. You chose the field. Why?
I just feel like it's the best opportunity to commute with the O-line. Things happen during the game, things change, and then being able to look those guys in the eye and help them through things. Bring the fullbacks over, bring the tight ends over, talk through things and kind of clean things up. Along with Coach Settle does a great job down there with me helping those guys, and that's the biggest reason.
You have Mickey up in the booth, right? Is he kind of your eyes in a lot of ways?
Yeah, he's up there. Coach Bud Meyer's up there. Yep. Micah Capoy's up there. So we got some eyes to kind of communicate down, and we're always talking about things during the play, like what it is, reaffirming my eyes from below. Okay, did I see that right? Was that an over front? Yeah, sure was. Okay, get done. And there's the list of plays. Okay, play one, draw it up. Okay, it was over. We had this pressure. We had this. Talk through it. So we kind of run through each play with each guy and feel like I got a good opportunity to do that.
Last night after the Browns game, their coach said their game plan might have been a little too complicated. You ever run into that or have to guard against that when you try to do too much?
I think you got to build it for the guys. You know what I mean? Like you got to put pressure on them to learn. You know what I mean? And it can't be so comfortable you're not pushing your boundaries a little bit. But I think as a game plan develops, you got to be smart enough to take something out that doesn't seem to hit home, and you got to have enough in that they just have great confidence and ownership of. Because as much as you get ready for someone, never fails, you're always going to see something a little bit game plan specific for you, and they got to be able to execute in that moment and have confidence in it.
Have you ever felt that way where you thought you might have had too much for a game?
Yeah. Actually, more looking at some of the stuff last year, felt like, looking at some old game plans and then looking at this, I was like, probably one or two too many. A mature group that understood a lot, kind of showed they can handle learning, but sometimes not everyone did get it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think you're always learning off of things like that.
Is Nakia still searching for the right balance of being patient, waiting for the blocking to develop, and knowing when to hit that hole and really attack?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of different things play into that, right? If it's clean, if it's what you expected in practice, and then I think anytime you're young playing that position, you kind of keep getting better. You know what I mean? You keep getting better at it, and you do one, and it's like perfect. That's exactly it. And then you have one where you're like, okay, let's get it corrected. And that's where Seth does a great job, bringing those guys right back to the fundamentals, helping them to grow, embrace what they did great, learn from what wasn't perfect, and yeah, so all stuff that all the guys through the years have all kind of worked through a little bit.
This is the start of a stretch for 3 of the next 4 opponents have some of the top defenses, not just in the Big Ten, but in the country. Are there a couple areas you've identified at this point that you feel like you've got to take another step forward? I know you want to get better at everything, but can you identify a few that you think you've got to do well here in this stretch?
I would say, and I don't mean to be cliche with this because it's not what's meant. At times, everything's exactly the way you like it, and at times it's not, which leans towards consistency. And that's what separates, to me, that's what separates good teams from great teams. If you can consistently be the good you, if you can consistently execute well, if it isn't the one guy on this play, the one guy on that play. It's hard for 11 guys to be consistently the good them through a series, through a game. And that's the battle. Like, that's the battle every day. And for some one guy, it might be, more the physicality, the pads out, the squareness. For another guy, it might be trusting the read and being patient to get to that spot. For another guy, it goes all the way across the board, But we haven't yet reached that consistency level, but we're flirting with it a lot. You know what I mean? We're flirting with it a lot, and we're going to keep grinding and pushing there. That's the fun part of coaching.
Joe Cormac Sampson made some key blocks and some big runs last week. What have you seen from him development-wise, kind of embracing that tight end role for you guys?
Catching the ball. He's been really growing there. He's been a lot better. Practice, he was grinding. Getting back into that mode. Confidence level overall. He's got a confidence that's different. I like that about him. Professor Smack Daddy. He's grown up, and it's cool. It's pretty cool.
A couple of guys said that he's opened up more personally, just in the room. And
Yeah, he
stuff.
has.
You've seen that too?
Yeah. We used to call him the professor because he was always quiet and he'd answer very like, "Yes, coach." And now we gave him Professor Smack Daddy because he's loosening up a little bit and he's got some confidence, and it's cool. He's growing up.
With Jack Dunn's touchdown on Saturday, there was some talk about lobbying where not just Jack, but then you hear about Jonathan Taylor and Garrett Groshek. What was going on the sidelines, and how did that play come to fruition?
I think between him and Aaron on the one jet, I think they were both jostling for the spot, and Aaron got it, and then we got down low, and they wanted to get Jack a carry, and so we kind of got it going and got it for him, and it was cool. He busts his butt. He does a great job all the way across the board, teams, offense. So it was fun to do that.